All right, guys. So as we're doing this class today, if you see me look up at the side over here and stutter, it's because I'm letting people in. Um, what is this class today? What are we going to be learning? And so I want to tell you a little bit about myself first. So my name is Alexis Hughes. I work with eXp Realty. I have only been in business for 4 years. And a little bit about me: when I first got into real estate, I was a stay-at-home mom in a newer town. I didn't really know anybody, and I wasn't like the stay-at-home mom that liked to go to mom groups and play groups. And I was a little bit of a lone wolf. I wasn't comfortable in those atmospheres. So really, social media was my outlet. In fact, my husband was like, "You're never ever off of Facebook." And I'm like, well, this is how I connect with people and interact with people. And it was just totally from a personal perspective of me wanting to have friends and get to know people. So fast forward 4 years in real estate, built my business solely from social media starting out, not going around meeting people, not networking, not referrals, not paying for leads, all social media presence. So 2021, I was named for Real Trends America's Best Professionals. That means top 1.5% in the country of all agents. So that was really, really cool. And my goal in these training courses is to help agents build their pipeline, build up, retain their wealth. So often it's so hard to find someone to share what their secrets are. So what you're going to find in this class is what I do. What I say may completely contradict every single thing that you've ever heard about social media. I am not someone that went to school for marketing. I'm not someone that considers myself an expert on social media, but I have built my business with social media. So let's jump into it. We are going to go. I am terrible with PowerPoint slideshows, but I'm going to try. So if at any point in time you guys can't see the screen because something's blocking it, let me know. Why is social media important, right? 95% of the population is on social media. So you guys are constantly wondering, how do I build my sphere of influence? How do I get my name out there? You have got a way to captivate 95% of America, of the world, all via social media. It's at your fingertips. And why it's important to have social media in place is social proof. Social proof is basically informational social influence to your customers or potential customers. They assume that because you have these different platforms and you're consistent on them, that you're successful, right? We've heard that fake it till you make it saying, right? And I'm not saying be fake. Don't get me wrong. What I'm saying is you want to definitely make sure that even as a brand new agent, or even an agent that maybe has slowed down a little bit, isn't as busy, that you're constantly putting stuff out there. How many times have we heard the story, oh, my friend chose another realtor, she didn't remember I was a real estate agent, or, oh God, man, that client went with someone else. Well, who'd they go with? Are you asking that question? If you don't mind me asking, who did you go with? I guarantee you who they went with had a bigger digital footprint than you do. Studies have shown that consumers make their choices based solely on your digital footprint. So how many places are you showing up when they're Googling you? What information shows up when they are searching? How many reviews do you have? What do the reviews say? Where are the reviews at? And how thorough your platforms are? How often are your platforms updated? If I were to Google, I'm gonna pick on you, Lance. If I were to Google Lance right now, and the last time he posted anything to any of his social profiles on the internet was 2017, am I going to believe that Lance is still busy and doing business, or am I going to think he's retired and just forgot to shut all the pages down? So it's important that you're being consistent. So what we're going to do today is go over some of the areas that I want you guys to focus on. I try to tell agents, don't do too many platforms at one time. I really, really, really want you to get comfortable with one or two, build them up, be consistent with them, and then move on to the next one that you think is going to help you. So with that being said, I'm going to mute everyone just so there's no feedback. If you want to ask a question, please unmute your mic. Totally fine. All right, click. There we go. We're going to admit some more people in. All right. Next thing going forward, where should you be? SEO. It's so important. SEO is search engine optimization. And so basically what that is anytime someone Googles real estate agent or real estate in Charlotte, North Carolina, or wherever you may be, SEO is what's going to make you show up on all those pages. Search engine optimization. So basically what that means is the more pages you have, the more frequently they're updated, the more keywords you have in those pages, that SEO uses a crawler, which is basically like a huge database, right? And that crawler matches all this different stuff together. And that's how they decide whether or not you show up. So it's very important that you have at least 5 of these areas. And so we're going to go over them and what that looks like. And I'm going to tell you the ones from day one. If you don't have them right now, you need to get them. So you've got your Facebook business page. You've got Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, Nextdoor, Zillow, and Realtor profiles, and your Google business page. So of these, if you're just starting out with social media, right? And you're like, hey, I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. Facebook business page, number 1, do it today. Your My Business Google page, do it today. And then your Zillow and Realtor free profiles. I'm not saying spend money, do the free profiles today. Those are the 3 things that I started out with from the very beginning. And I worked them and worked them and worked them. Eventually, I branched out into Instagram, YouTube, Nextdoor, and we'll talk about those too. But those 3 areas, if you haven't got it set up, please get it set up today. Facebook business page. I am going to ramble on and on about Facebook business page because here's the thing. Most of our audience is on Facebook, whether they're young 20 to 30-year-olds, whether they're 80-year-olds, whether they're 50-year-olds, most everybody is on Facebook. Personal pages are really, really great, but a business page is going to give you more features, functionality, consumer reach, etc. So we did talk about the SEO and everything like that. What I want you guys to understand is by having an actual business page, instead of a personal, you're actually indexed on Google for the search engines. So again, making that SEO go up. It makes you visible when people are searching Google. You've got more than one website, basically. Look at it like a website for yourself. Complete your business page thoroughly. Who are you? What services do you offer? Your contact information needs to be easily reachable. I should be able to click a button and get in touch with you. And then setting up your automated responses in your messages on your business page. This is important because people are just instant gratification, right? They want to know that you have talked to them. If they wait 5 minutes, they forgot completely about you, went to a different page where someone actually answered. So on your Facebook business page, if you go into settings, you can set up your general message. And so mine looks something like, thank you so much for reaching out. We are currently assisting other clients. In the meantime, feel free to browse homes on our website. We'll be with you as soon as possible. If this is an immediate need, please text us at 704-773-2117. So they're getting immediate gratification. I'm taking them to my website so that if they want to search homes or have questions or anything like that, they can do it through there. And then I'm telling them, if this is really important, you've got to talk to me now, text me. The other difference with the Facebook business page versus the Facebook personal page is on your personal page, you can only add 5,000 friends. And I know that sounds like unattainable, like I'll never have 5,000 friends. Well, that's not quite true. You can have unlimited friends in the forms of likes on your business page. The more likes you have, the more places you're seen, the higher you show up. If someone were to Google, or not Google, in their Facebook search, real estate agent Charlotte, North Carolina, it's going to pull up all the business pages. It's not pulling up your personal page, all the business pages. And the more followers, reviews, the more active you are on it, that determines where you're going to show up. Then you can share from your business page to your personal page. And so what you're doing then is you're actually bringing in your friends, your family, the people that you often connect with. You're bringing them into your business. You're inviting them to like you. Have a mix of content too. It shouldn't all be website, real estate stuff. Do something funny. We'll talk a little bit more about getting content. How do you get content? I have had agents that I mentor tell me, I have nothing going on. I don't know what to put. If you don't have something going on, you can create something. I know that in all of the states in the United States, in every single town within a 30-minute drive, there is some kind of model home for new construction. Go there, take pictures, talk to the agents. You are the one that's going to push your business. So if you don't have content, make it. If you're sitting there browsing MLS, checking out the sites or the new homes, take a picture of your screen or screenshot it and put it on your business page. Looking for clients today. You are looking for clients. That client may not have manifested yet, but you are looking for clients. What this is doing is building social proof to your friends and family. I'm a legitimate agent. I take this seriously. I do it every single day. And in the process, you're building your knowledge of your local real estate market. So the best times to post to Facebook, right? So I am big on consistency. You will see that my Facebook business page, it posts every single day, sometimes several times a day. But if I'm putting out something I really want people to see, there are best times to do that. So the worst day ever to post, you guys can see here, is going to be Tuesday from 1 to 4 p.m. People are just getting in the swing of the work week. Monday was dragging, but at Tuesday, they're focused on getting, their tasks done at work and everything like that. They can't get on Facebook. So even though I post during these hours and it will have stuff, if it's something really big like a new listing or a call to action where I'm trying to get leads to come to me through Facebook, I'm not posting it on this day. Now, the best days, Saturday and Sunday. Weekends get the highest level of engagement on Facebook. Engagement is people liking, people clicking, people commenting. Engagement actually boosts you up on Facebook as well. And so you definitely want to pay attention to Saturday and Sunday. These are the days if I am trying to get someone to let me do a market analysis on their home. So I'm trying to get sellers, or I'm trying to push a new listing out there or something like that. I'm posting on these days. Other days that are good are going to be your Thursdays and your Fridays. They're good too because people are starting to figure out what they're doing for the weekend. So let's think about that. If you're planning for your weekend and you want to see events, you're most likely going on Facebook Thursday and Friday. If you have an open house, those are the best times to post that. So start thinking really, really hard about what you're putting out there, when you're putting it out there, and why you're putting it out there. What is your ultimate goal at the end? Best times to post on Instagram. Instagram is the same as Facebook. It's just a little bit more social, but you can use it for business. So again, thoroughly completing it, making sure contact information is readily available, and posting consistently. So you can see the best times for Instagram. Mondays in the morning, because people are likely at work looking, browsing a little bit. Instagram's much easier to browse and just look at pictures and like things than Facebook. So you can look at all of the different times. And again, you can see Saturday and Sunday. Also look, most of the time people are on Instagram later in the evenings. And so with Facebook and Instagram, you can schedule posts. I'm not saying, guys, I want you to be up all hours of the night, and I want you to be posting on these social media sites over and over and over and over all the time. No, I'm saying take an hour on a Sunday or a Monday if you're not busy, build out the content that you're going to put out and schedule the posts. That way it's plug and play. You don't worry about it the rest of the week. And as you're doing things, you can just add them leisurely. You'll also notice that you need to be posting several times. One time is great, but if you're really wanting to build that following and build your page, I would be posting at least 2 times a day, maybe 3. 4 for me is a little much. I don't know about y'all, unless I'm really busy that day and I have a lot going on to put on social media. I'm not really going to be posting 4 times a day. Best times to post on YouTube. So if you guys have your business page set up, you've got your Instagram, your Zillow, your Google business, all that stuff, and you're like, Alexis, I want to hear about something different, right? YouTube. YouTube is an amazing place for you to post video content. So what I'm talking about is on a Tuesday morning, right? I'm going to go in and I'm going to say, you know what? I want to give them an update on the market where we're at, or I want to give them, I want to show them, you can show your screen, right? I want to show them the houses that are on the market right now that are available between 200 and 400,000, what the days on the market is looking like, all that fun stuff. And then I'm going to give them a call to action at the end. You've recorded a video, you created your content, right? I'm going to do it on a Tuesday, but the best day, most viewers are viewing Thursday and Friday. And sorry guys, you're gonna hear my dog. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure that I've got everything ready to go. And on Thursday, I'm gonna have it scheduled as a premiere, right? So I don't even have to touch anything that Thursday, but it's going to premiere on Thursday, ready to go. But I did it on Tuesday. So keep that in mind. Also, and I'm so sorry about my dog, y'all. Should have put her outside. So the post between 5 and 7 p.m. Nextdoor. Nextdoor is a great tool, and I consider Nextdoor social media. So between 5 and 7 p.m. in the evenings are the best time to post to Nextdoor. Nextdoor is your immediate neighbors. Think about the people you're going to see at the grocery store. Think about the people you're going to see when you're going through the drive-through, all within, I would say, a 3-mile radius. Think about your neighbors that you can help, questions they may have. We're realtors. We know vendors galore, and people are constantly on Nextdoor. Who do I call for HVAC? So on and so forth. Guys, if my dog gets on, in fact, I'm going to bring her into here. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. She likes to bark at the wind. So think about that. You can be so helpful and add so much value just by being on Nextdoor. And that's where you're going to get your immediate brand awareness, right? Then you can actually post. You don't have to be a sponsor, right? Sponsoring a zip code on Nextdoor can range anywhere from $30 all the way up to $250. Forget that. It doesn't do anything. You pop up in some feeds, but most people see they're sponsored and they just don't want to deal with that. They're going to deal with the person helping them, giving them value. So anytime that I have a house that sells in my immediate Nextdoor area, I am going to be putting that on Nextdoor, and I'm going to give them a call to action. Anytime that I want to prospect for sellers, the first place I'm going is to Nextdoor. So don't underestimate having a Nextdoor profile. If it's not big in your area, that's okay. 4 years ago when I got on, I think there were 20 to 30 neighbors on our Nextdoor. And then as time went on, it grew and grew and grew because they are marketing for people to join. And most people don't like to be on Facebook anymore. They don't want to talk to 1,000 people. They want to talk to the person that's in their neighborhood that has recommendations for their neighborhood. It's really, really awesome. You can do a business page on Nextdoor without having to pay for anything. You're limited to 2 posts, and I have that as well. So anything I post to personal, I'm posting right to the business page as well. And then the business page can actually get you recommendations as you build your sphere of influence in your community. Things to know. So get a Google business page. So have you guys ever researched real estate agents? And the first things that are popping up are actual agents in an area, in a specific area. Get a Google business page. It gives you legitimacy and it gives you another place to collect reviews. Set up a Zillow and Realtor free agent profile. You need to do this. There is a study, and I want to say it was 90% of consumers said they would not use an agent if they could not find a Zillow profile for them. They want to see. In their mind, Zillow is the legitimate of all legitimate. Additionally, they said, I would choose an agent on Zillow based on number of reviews compared to someone that didn't have very many reviews. So we want to collect them, correct? Like get reviews. And I'm going to tell you guys, if you're just starting out, there's a way to get reviews, even if you have no clients. So ask reviews. Next step, ask for reviews from friends and family, right? Your friends and family have watched you work. Your friends and family know your work ethic. So even if it's not to a particular property that you help them buy or sell, they can give you a review about who you are personally. My very first couple of reviews were friends and family. Alexis, cares about people. She's very honest. Her integrity is on point, blah, 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 blah. Ask for the reviews and keep asking. After every single closing, you should have a template ready to go to send out to that client that has the links, make it easy for them, to your Google business page, to your Facebook business page, and to your Zillow or Realtor profile. I've got all 4. And they should be able to put the same exact review on all of them. Some of them will do all of them, some of them won't. That's okay. At least you're collecting them. Post consistently. You need to be posting every single day. This is marketing. This is a part of your marketing. You can have a real estate business and you can do 1 or 2 pieces and wondering why it's not working. But right now, you are your business. You are your marketing department. You are your accounting department. You are your social media department. You're everything. So you need to post consistently every day. Content is everywhere. It's everywhere. You can go on to Zillow and pull their blog posts. And then you can copy and paste it and cite your source and put it on your own blog. You can go to the new construction houses. You can preview homes. Have a home in your area. Oh my God, Millionaire Monday, right? Feature that. Ask the agent, can I feature this on Millionaire Monday? Do you know how many people will start looking at your page just simply because you're featuring these cool houses? It doesn't have to be your listing. Don't be afraid to reach out to other agents. Are they going to say no sometimes? Yes. Guess what? It's building you up to hear no from 10 clients before you get 1. If you don't have content, create it. I have a cup and it says, and if you guys don't say curse words, I'm sorry, but it says real estate agent because badass miracle worker isn't a job title. You know what I did? I took a picture with myself of that cup and I put it on there. In this market, you're going to need someone that's a miracle worker. Call me today to help you buy or sell your home. Give call to actions. Did you hear that ending? I didn't just post it and leave it. I gave a call to action. I told them exactly what to do. Our population has to be told what to do. And think about it. Even if they don't think they want to click and you're telling them to click, subconsciously it's going to tick in their head, right? Even if they don't click the first time, second time, third time, eventually they're going to be like, oh, let me click. Let me do this. Let me do what she's saying. Know the psychology behind your action. What results do you want? Are you posting something to lead generate? Are you posting something to build your brand awareness? Do you want engagement from your followers? What are you doing and what are you expecting from it? Sometimes it's all three. And all of them need to be in your focus. So if you're posting just lead generation stuff, your page is going to get boring really, really quick. If you're posting just brand awareness stuff, it's going to get boring really, really quick. What's the difference between the two? Lead generation is I want you to come and let me show you this house, or I want you to call me so I can sell your house. Brand awareness is, hey, I'm going to give you some information about our local market so that you can start thinking of me as the expert in our area. You're going to know my name when someone mentions real estate. I can drive to our Wendy's right now here in Locust, North Carolina, small little town outside of Charlotte. I can drive to Wendy's right now and all the people in the drive-through know me. They don't know me because I love to eat my, quarter pounders and singles with cheese and all that so much. They know me from my Facebook. The very first time it ever happened, I was blown away. It was a year and a half in, and I pulled up to the drive-thru and they were like, hey, aren't you the real estate girl? And I was like, yeah, I do real estate. And they're like, I see you on Facebook all the time. That's brand awareness. People knowing you as the real estate person. And then your engagement from followers. That's something funny, right? Like a funny meme or something like that people will laugh at. Post helpful information as well as funny. Oh, sorry guys, as well as funny. So you want to be helpful and you want to be business oriented, but every now and then it's good to show that you're a real person. So if you're at home and your kids are acting crazy or doing something funny, record it. If you don't want your kids on social media, no problem. There's times that you do stupid stuff too, like you trip over your own feet or you look for your phone, but it's in your hand. Post that. People want to see that you're real. It doesn't all have to be business. If you don't blog. It's not hard. You don't have to be a master writer to blog. You just need to know what information is relevant. Copy and paste. We all went to high school on this call, I'm assuming, and we all know about citing sources. Make sure you're doing it correctly, but you can blog. Make sure you're attaching links. So for instance, if I post a listing that I've got on social media, yes, I want everybody to see that I've got that listing. It's giving me brand awareness. It's showing that I'm actually working. It's giving me content, but I also want to capture leads from those. I need to have some kind of link on there, whether it's a Google form they fill out for more information. And I'm going to say, hey, for more information or to schedule your showing, click the link below. That way you're actually getting the information from the people that are seeing this. Imagine two scenarios. I put a listing up and I'm like, oh, check out this awesome listing in, Villages of Redbridge, one of the only in-unit townhomes for sale. And then, hey guys, let me know if you want to go see it. How do I know if anybody wants to go see it? Most of the time, what they're going to do is they're going to get off of your Facebook page. They're going to Google that address that you put. Then they're going to go to Zillow or Realtor. And then those agents that are paying to play are going to capture them to go see it. 9 times out of 10, that's what's going to happen. Whereas if you give them a link that'll directly get them more information, you've got their information, you're following up with them, you've captured it. Some CRMs and websites have all of this built in. But as a newer agent, starting out, I didn't have the money to go pay for a CRM. So I had to get creative. It's a little more sweat equity at first, but guess what? You do it enough, you're going to have dollars to invest in streamlining your business later on. Again, scheduling your posts ahead of time via Instagram and Facebook as well as YouTube. You can link your Instagram and Facebook together. So if you post to one, it posts to the other. Engage with your audience. If someone is sharing your post, you need to go on the post they shared. Thank you so much for sharing. Let me know if I can ever help. If they're tagging someone in your post, respond. Hey, let's say they tag Bob Jones. Hey, Bob Jones, let me know if I can help in any way. commenting back to them if they're like, oh my God, this house is gorgeous. Yes, I absolutely love the waterfall feature on the pool, or whatever the case may be. And then you're going to want to, when you share from your business page to your personal, give your friends a call to action. Your friends and family can be your biggest cheerleaders if you're letting them know how to help you. So if I have a new listing that I'm sharing it to my personal page. Hey, friends and family, if anybody you know is looking for a home, please send them my way. Be sure to share just in case they're looking and you don't know it. Smiley face, wink face. You want to invite your friends often, right? So the second you set up your business page, you're going into community on Facebook, you're clicking invite all, and you're inviting all your friends, and you're doing it often. Obviously, you don't want to do it every single day. Eventually, your friends are going to be like, please stop. But I would say every 2 weeks, go in and invite and build your friends. Another thing, Facebook groups. They're your best friends for growing your audience. I'm not sure if you guys have them wherever you're at, but we've got One Man's Junk Charlotte. We've got What's Up Locust, North Carolina, all these groups. I want to be in those just like Nextdoor, and I want to be helpful. If someone's asking a question, I'm going to answer it for them. If they want a vendor, I'm going to answer it for them. Occasionally, I'm going to post a market update about that specific area. So if it's Indian Trail, North Carolina, everything I'm sharing with them that day is going to be Indian Trail, North Carolina. Here's the kicker. I'm going to put it on my business page, and then I'm going to share it to that group from my business page. So those people click. If people are liking your posts and they're commenting, you need to be adding them as friends. That way, 2 weeks from now, when you click invite all on your business page, you've got new people to invite. You're growing your audience organically. Canva and Linktree. Those are two awesome apps that if you don't have them, I recommend you get them. Canva is this free little app where you can go and make the pretty flyers. You can brand it for yourself. You can have your picture, your phone number, everything ready to go. And then Linktree, I don't know how familiar you guys are, but sometimes you can't put a link to everywhere. So Linktree is really good. It centralizes every single link that you could possibly have all in one place, and you just put that one link on your bio. So right now, if you go to my Linktree, you can schedule an appointment with me. You can go and search my website for homes. You can find out what your home is worth. You can join my team. So if you're like looking for a team to join and you're like, hey, I like her, I want to try, you can join my team from there. There's so much that Linktree offers. And I think if you guys don't have it, you should get it. So that is my big spiel today about social media 101. And so right now I want to open it up for questions, because I literally could take an hour on every single facet. This class is 101. Get you off the ground and running. Why are we doing what we're doing? What can you be doing? What should you be doing, and where you should be? So with that, does anybody have any questions?
I have a question.
Okay, go ahead, Lindsay.
Hey y'all. So I'm just curious. This is a lot and it seems overwhelming. I do have a little bit of a presence, but how do you stay efficient with it? Like, how do you not fall down that rabbit hole and find yourself 3 hours later looking at YouTube? Because
sometimes I do fall down the rabbit hole. I'm not gonna lie. What I do is I have 5 habits every single day that I do for real estate, and one of them is marketing. Marketing is this, right? What am I doing on my social media? So again, number 1, being efficient. I've got posts scheduled. That way, if for some reason one day my kids, I have 3 kids, right? So they're crazy, or I have to go pick them up from school, or I have a client that randomly wants to go see a house. I've got that consistency. So Monday morning, I sit for an hour, I schedule everything out. I go ahead and pick what I want to put, schedule it out in Facebook and Instagram. And then as far as the rabbit holes, I honestly, if I know I've got something going on, something to do, I am on Facebook marketing and then I'm off, right? I'm not mindlessly scrolling. Most of the time, like my mentor, Rich Tomasini, he talks about screen time on your phone, and you can see it. And if you look at my screen time, it says I'm on Facebook 13 hours. But I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm not in Facebook 13 hours. I'm working my business. So that time could be answering a message from your business page, posting something on social media, being in that group, answering a question. So the way I attribute it, so number 1, I don't feel bad, but then number 2, I can keep forefront what my purpose on there is, because honestly, if it wasn't for business, I wouldn't have any of it. I don't like it. I can text my parents pictures of my kids. I don't need to know what John from ninth grade is doing, right? It's business. So what I will do is make sure it's business related only if I'm on Facebook. I don't need to be on there, 20 hours looking at stuff. I'm also really, really like specific. I don't want to click the links. I don't want to end up on YouTube. I'm not going on Facebook to click what you're saying, like what you're putting out. I'm going on there to put my own stuff out. Now, the other area where this can get you kind of down that rabbit hole is marketing is one of the 5 areas, but education is one of the 5 areas, right? That I do every single day, even if it's for 5 minutes. So if I go on Facebook and I see, I'm trying to think of someone I look at. I'm not even gonna lie, Grant Cardone is big right now. So I've been clicking on a lot of his stuff. And so if I am doing my education, I'll click and I'll go and look. That's my education for today. Will it pertain to every single thing? Am I going to follow it? Am I going to sign up for the classes? No, but I want to see what it is. So one of the things that I've clicked on in the past is I clicked on it and it talked about being intentional with your time, right? You can waste so much time every single day. And that really clicked. I'm like, oh, everything I'm doing needs to have an intention behind it. Does that help a little bit? Okay. Randall asks, do you have a structure of what you post? Videos on Monday, blog on Tuesday, etc., so you can keep it consistent? I am one of those people that I like to fly by the seat of my pants. So in high school, I was a national champion for impromptu debate. And so that's where you don't have any time to prepare for the topic. You just have to fly off the seat of your pants. And so I don't do good with set schedules. You've got to do this day. Because in my mind, one week I may have nothing creative for video whatsoever, but I have a lot of helpful information and blog ideas. But the next week, all of a sudden, I'm like videos galore, right? So I'm creating that content. I may not put it all out that week so we don't overload people, but I may in one week create 5 videos. And then the following week, I'm like, oh, I haven't posted this yet. I'm going to go ahead and post it. Or people see me taking selfies a lot. I don't do it because I'm vain. In fact, I hate the way I look in a selfie. I've got too many wrinkles. My face looks like a chipmunk, but I'm taking them anyway. And they could be good or bad, but they sit in my phone. That way, one of the selfies I took was of me blowing a bubble with bubble gum. And it sat on my phone for a week. And then I came across a quote like, you're not going to burst my bumble. And I was like, Canva flyer, it's there. So just making sure you're doing it. If you're that person, you're like, I'm not going to do this unless I have a set schedule, you need to put it in a calendar. It's kind of like having a goal without writing it down. If you have a goal and it's not written down, it's not a goal, it's a dream. And what happens? We dream the dream and then life gets busy and we don't do it. So if you're that person that needs that, put it in your calendar, time block. 9 a.m. on Mondays, we're going to do our video posts. Tuesdays, exactly what you said, Randall. Daniel asked, on Nextdoor, are you posting only your listings that close, or are you posting all the closings in your neighborhood? So on Nextdoor, I am going, the number one piece of advice I'm going to give everybody here, don't be afraid to be egotistical on social media. Realtors by nature are egotistical. You may think you're not, but there's something in the back of your mind that can be egotistical. Embrace that for social media. So on social media, I'm not celebrating what all the agents in our area did. They can go look on Zillow for that. I'm celebrating what I did. And I'm also celebrating it in a way to show how it's different than just, oh, it's sold, yay. So for instance, if you've got a listing in a neighborhood, research the highest listing that is sold in the last year. Yours is probably going to be the highest with the way the market is right now. So then I'm going to put it on there. I'm like, making history in Meadow Creek Village, highest listing sold in the last 12 months, even against new construction. If you're thinking about selling your home, call me to learn how we got this for our sellers. Or if it was a really hard deal and we negotiated and we got our buyers, for instance, in Meadow Creek Village, like 15,000 in repairs in this market. I'm going to put a big, oh my God, we got them 15,000. Celebrate your wins on Nextdoor. What you're putting out there for them that aside, like say we don't have closed listings or we don't have buyers, you're putting helpful information out there to them. So why is staging important? What do you do, right? Is there a value proposition that you offer your sellers and buyers? Let the people know. If you have the CRM and the website that has the links, putting them on there. If you don't, saying, hey guys, want to know what your home is worth? Free, no obligation market analysis. Click the link below and I'll get it over to you within 24 hours. And then being on Nextdoor. So if I'm doing marketing, I'm getting on Nextdoor for at least 3 minutes. I'm going to scroll through, and any of the conversations that are being had or something like that, I'm going to answer them. So one of the conversations one time was, who do you call for baby bunnies? Oh, let me go find who you would call for baby bunnies. And I'm going to answer, hey, Alexis Hughes here, eXp Realty, local realtor in your area. We have this all the time. You should call XYZ. They're really great. And then Robert, does your personal or business page in Facebook groups, or do you use, is it personal or business page in the impact group? Impact, or if we're talking about impact organization agents, that's eXp specific, that's just my personal page. If we're talking business page, you can be a part of groups, whether personal or business, and you can share from your business page as personal you, even if you're not like, even if your business page isn't in that group. And so here, I'll screen share with you guys real quick. Hold on 1 second, and I'll show you what I mean by that. Let me escape. Or like, Alexis teaching us social media, can't even get out of her own slideshow. All right, so let's go here. Don't look at my unread messages. That's my personal email. All right, so if I am in Facebook and I'm on my business page right here, let's say I want to share a post and it's in a group that I'm in personally, but my business page isn't a part of that group. If you click right here and change it to your personal page, it's going to allow you to share from your personal. See, it's got that now. So let's say share to a group. Personally, I'm a part of a lot of groups personally, not really my business page. So what I'm going to do, let's say, what's up? I always forget the apostrophe. What's up Harrisburg? That's a group I'm a part of. I'm going to make sure that it has the original post, right? And I try to think of something funny. In this market, or is the bananas on your counter last longer than your home? Thinking of selling. Let's see if your banana, I can't spell banana lasts longer than your house. Then remember your call to action. Message me today for a free market analysis post. Does that help a little bit, seeing it in action, how I utilize the business page in conjunction with the personal? Awesome. Tanya, what are you posting a lot of on my Google business? Everything. Let me go and Google. Oop, let me not do Zoom because it'll probably kick me out. All right, so if someone goes to my business page, this is what they see. So they see some photos, they see my website, and then they look, we've got products, right? Relocation, buyer specialist, listing specialist, land and acquisition, commercial. And if they click on that, they see thinking of relocating to the area. We are experts with extensive knowledge of relocation, from vendors to agents, you name it, we've got you covered. Book a consult now. You click learn more. It takes you to my Facebook page to make an appointment with me. Automatic, it's tied in. So then also on the business, if I can get back to it, I think I clicked out, I did. So on the business, you're taking some of your stuff, like right now we've got Pints and Paws, which is Saturday, and it's a fundraising event we're doing with Noda Brewing Company here in Charlotte. So that's on the business page as well. You want to have as much as you can. It shows your reviews. You can see what we're doing. So Pints and Paws, we've got pictures, like everything. You need to post everything. We've got events we've done, team masterminds. I've got
Alexis, we can't see your website. We can't see your page.
You can or can't?
Cannot.
Oh, well, that's not.
We haven't seen anything.
Oh, it's not helpful at all that way then, guys. I'm sorry. So here we go. Can you see it now?
Yes, we're good now.
Yep. So you've got the reviews, everything like that. Appointments, if they want to make appointment directly, you go to Linktree. I'll show you guys what that looks like. So definitely everything you do. I would say put it in your calendar to update your Google business every week at least. On your reviews, when you're getting reviews, please respond to them. You can do that. It's super, super easy. And if you want to figure out how to do this, all you've got to do is Google my Google business and you're set. Okay. Great. Screen share. Who do you recommend reviews from? I have only 3 currently. Past clients. Definitely. If you've got, let's say, like I've gotten clients before who maybe their credit wasn't really great or something like that. I'm giving them service still. So what I usually do is I'll say, you know, I'm really sorry this didn't work out, but if you think I've helped you, I'm going to send you a link. If you'll write me a review, just telling other clients and customers what they can expect from me, I really appreciate it. I even have other agents that have reviewed me, right? So if I've got good rapport with an agent and I worked a really good cross deal, I'll write them a review talking about how awesome they were. And then I'll let them know, hey, I know it seems weird, but you were really, really great. I wrote you a review. 9 times out of 10, they're going to go back and review you too. Friends and family. My friend, right? I have a friend named Sherry. Before I ever helped her sell real estate, she saw me working my butt off to pass this class. Day 1, hey, can you review me? Someone said, how would you ask a vendor for a review? So, hey, Mike Lawson, my home inspector, hope you're doing great. I just wanted to see if you would take a moment to review my business page, just simply to help others know what to expect from me. And of course, you know, if I ever get any business, I'll send them your way too. If it's a lender, for instance, like I've got Reed McKee as one of my lenders that I'm working with. Reed, I just wanted to reach out. I know we've worked a couple of deals together. Would you mind writing a review so that clients know what to expect when working with me as an agent? Things like that. Just asking for it. Brand new agent. Paul, you're brand new, right? You need reviews. Is that what we're talking about?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So friends, family. Who are your friends and family that have seen you day in and day out working hard, trying to get your business off the ground? I would make a list of the 3 people that you trust the most that have seen you working and have them write you a review. Yes, my husband is a review for me on Nextdoor, and I'm not ashamed of it because he sees what I do more than anybody else. My mom and dad, they reviewed me. The only thing with my mom and dad is I wrote their review for them. I was like, hey, just copy and paste this to Google. Don't be afraid to do that with like your parents if they don't mind, depending on their personality. My parents don't care. They know I'm a bit of a control freak. So, and then have you started working with anybody? Maybe you're not closed yet. Maybe they couldn't quite buy. Have you started working with anybody like that? Tell me some of the people that some of the things you've been doing.
Just trying to, right now, basically just trying to build up my KV Core, trying to get my Facebook business page out there as well as Google business. I have 3 reviews from personal friends that have obviously known me forever.
Do you have any new construction builder reps that you've built a rapport with?
Not yet.
Do that.
Okay.
Go visit their model home. And then after you leave, send them a message and say, oh my God, it was so great connecting with you, learning all about your community. If you don't mind, would you visit the link to my Google business page and leave me a review, and I'll do the same for you.
Okay.
Try doing that. Lenders, you meet lenders all the time for coffee. If lenders are blowing your email up, which they usually do, have them review after you have coffee, same exact thing. And always return the favor. Remember karma, what you put out there, you're going to get back.
Correct. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
No problem. Lindsay, do you ask friends, family, reviewers to be general and do not mention the personal relationship? I normally don't specify, hey, don't mention our personal relationship, because if they've known you for years, that's more social proof that they can trust you, right? So usually how I approach a family or a family member or friend is, hey, you guys, I'm working on building my reviews and stuff to boost me online. Would you mind writing a review of just who I am as a person from your experience with me? Doesn't have to be business related. A review's a review. All right, any other questions? Okay, so today what we're gonna do is we're gonna get our Google business page set up. We're going to make sure we've got a Facebook business page, and we're going to make sure we've got Zillow and Realtor profiles. If you guys have any questions or want to go back to this, this will be on my YouTube channel, so you can always reference that anytime. Again, that Linktree, just find me at Linktree, has my YouTube link right there. You can go subscribe, easy as pie. If you have any questions after this, you can text or call me or shoot me a message on Facebook, whatever's easiest for you. My number is 704-773-2117. And I hope you guys have a good one. Next social media, will dive in a little bit deeper on some things. So y'all have a great day, okay?